All right, here we go. This is module 11.3 or 11 lesson 3 review for part of your test. All right, so here we go. The Trout family rented the cabin shown in the rectangular prism. The cabin is 30 feet deep. What's its volume? All right, so taking a look, this shape is a triangle, right? And it says that it's 30 feet deep. Now remember, our formula for volume is area of the base multiplied times the height. And of course, that 30 feet, that being the depth, that's how deep it is, how wide it is. That's going to be my height in this case. So I need to find the volume, or really the area of this triangle here. Okay, so area of a triangle, of course, is 1/2 base times height. All right, so I'm going to go, my base is 15. My height is 25. And I'm simply going to divide that by 2 because I'm finding half of it. That's going to give me my capital B. So 15 times 25. I'm going to divide that by 2. 187.5. So 187.5. Of course, that's square feet. That's what my capital B is. And I just need to multiply that times the height in this case, and which is 30. Okay, so I'm just going to times that by 30. And that gives me my volume, which is 5,625 cubic feet. Okay, so we're going to put that in the box here. 5,625 cubic feet. All right, check it. Should get the green check. Of course, you can look through the hint. It's going to tell you to use the same things I told you to use, and so on. All right, continuing to the next question. Let's wipe our screen. All right, a piece of copper tubing is in the shape of a hexagonal prism. Okay, the area of the base of the prism is 3 square centimeters. The volume of the prism is 51 cubic centimeters. Okay, so they've given me the volume, and I want to know the height. So remember, V equals BH. Okay, and let's see. The volume of the prism is 51. So we know V is 51. Okay, so 51. And the area of the base is 3. So 3H. And so what do I need to do in this case? I'm solving for H. I replaced V with 51. I replaced B with 3. And then I'm trying to find H. So I'm just going to simply divide both sides by 3. So this is 51 divided by 3. And what do I get? 17. Okay. All right. And of course, you're always welcome to look through the hints, use the formula, and then divide by the area of the base, which is what I just did. Okay. Check it. We're good. All right. Moving on to the next one. Let's clear my screen off. All right. Okay. There's 2 parts to this. A restaurant commercial's refrigerator has a capacity of 120 cubic feet. It's a rectangular prism that is 6 feet tall. Select all the possible dimensions, the length, and width of the refrigerator's footprint. So I'm looking for 3 numbers basically that I can multiply together to get 120. And I know that one of them has to be 6. So we're simply going to pull up our calculator here and do each one of these. We're going to start out with 6. 6 times 6 times 6. Does that give me 120? No. Okay, that doesn't give it to me. All right, so we know the first one is not going to work. All right, 6 times 4 times 5. That gives me 120. So I know this is a good answer. So we'll come back and check mark that in just a second. All right, 6 times 3 times 7. Does that give me the answer? Nope. So that one doesn't work. All right, 6 times 8 times 6. That gives me 288. So we know that's not going to work. Okay, and all right, let's see, 6 times 1 times 20. Yep, that works. All right, and then my last one, 6 times 2 times 10. And that one works. All right, so I just multiplied 6 times these two numbers, times these two numbers, times these two numbers to get my correct answers. And I'm good. Okay. All right. Now, what concerns do you have taken into account when evaluating whether a mathematically valid answer is reasonable? Okay, so what would you have to do? Let's see. Now, this is a commercial refrigerator. So, what would you have to do? The freezer must have room for a person to walk in. Yeah, if it's okay. The freezer must have room for storage. Okay. The length must be greater than the height. Okay. Would the length need to be greater than the height? I guess not necessarily. All the solutions satisfy the mathematical relation. No, they aren't. Um, because you could have some really weird dimensions and a person wouldn't be able to fit in there. And the length and width must each be an integer. No, you don't necessarily have to have integers. You could have decimal numbers. So I'm thinking those are the only two. Yep, yeah, made sense. Okay. All right, let me wipe my screen and we'll move on. All right, to the next problem. Here we go, problem number 4. Okay, volume of a triangular prism. We've done this one already. Remember, V equals BH. What's the height of this? Now, this is the height of my base, but it's not the height of my prism, because remember, this H is height of the prism, and this capital B is the area of the base. So really this thickness. So that H is going to equal 6 here. And then we need to find the area of this triangle. Okay, so again, that's going to be 2.5 times 3.1. And I'm going to divide that by 2 because it's 1/2 base times height. 2.5 times 3.1 divided by 2, 3.875. 3.875, and I need to multiply that times 6. And that gives me my answer of 23.25 cubic meters. Okay. Again, you can look through the hints. Can tell you the exact same stuff that I told you to do. Check it. We're good. Moving on to question number 5. Okay. Again, done this problem already. What type of prism is it? It's a hexagonal prism. So again, V equals BH, and they give you everything you need to know here. They give you the base, they give you the height. So you're just going to simply multiply these two numbers together. 166 times 20. There's your answer. 3,320 cubic feet. Okay. Checking it. It's good. All right, wipe my screen. Moving on to question number 6. Okay, again, we've done this problem already. Find the area of the base, multiply it times the height. Again, I'll write the formula out for you one more time. V equals capital B multiplied times H. Again, that's a triangle, so 1/2 base times height. 5 times 4.5, and we're simply going to divide that by 2. And then what do we do after that? We're going to multiply it times the height, which is times 8. And what does that give us? A volume of 90 cubic centimeters. Okay. So now you start to see that they've pretty much doing the same thing over and over again, which is good. Okay. All right. Jerome photographed an aquarium that measured 12 inches by 18 inches by 24 inches. Lim photographed an aquarium that was 12 inches by 30 inches by 12 inches. Both aquariums are rectangular prisms. How much more volume does Jerome's aquarium have than Lim's? Okay, so we need to find each one of them. So we need to find Jerome's volume. Okay, so I'm going to put a J, and we need to find Lim's volume, put an L for Lim. Okay, So again, you could use area of the base times the height. But of course, whenever you finding the area of a rectangular prism, we're really just multiplying length times width times height, your 3 dimensions. So you've got Jerome's dimensions right here. So I've got 12 times 18 times 24. 5,184. 5,184. Okay. And then I've got limb. So 12 times 30 times 12. 4,320. 4, 3, 2, 0. Okay, and I got those from right here. All right, and I want to find the difference, okay? Because I want to find out how much more Jerome has. So 5,184 minus 4,320. 864, okay, cubic inches. Okay, 864. Check it. We're good. All right, moving on. Clear my screen. An attic for a dollhouse represented by a triangular prism with the dimensions shown. We already know how to do this because we've done it several times already. Find the volume of the, to find the volume, find the area of the base and multiply it times the height. Okay, so we know it's a triangle, right? So we're going to multiply the base and the height of the triangle. So let's see, 5.5 times 2, and then we find 1/2 of it divided by 2. And then we multiply it times the height of the prism, or really the thickness, times 4. And whoops, did the wrong button there. Let me start over. 5.5 times 2 divided by 2, and then multiply it times 4, and we get 22, which should be one of the answers here. And there it is. And you can look through the hints if you want. Check it, we're good. Moving on. Question number 9. Okay, the volume of an octagonal prism, okay, 8 sides this time, is 1260, has a base area. Write and solve an equation. Okay, again, what will my equation be? V equals BH, always base multiply times the height, right? Okay, so what is going on here? Okay, so I need to find the height, right? All right, I know what my volume is. Okay, 1260, and I know what my base is, equals 28. What's my height? I don't know. I'm going to use H. Okay, so what do I need to do here? Take 1260 and divide by 28. We've done this problem before. And what do I get? H equals 45. Check it. And we're good. All right, moving on. Question number 10. Here we go. All right, a rectangular prism has a volume of 98 cubic feet, a width of 2 feet, and a length of 7 feet. Find the height of the rectangular prism. Okay, remember, V equals, can always equal BH. Okay, but volume of a rectangular prism can always equal V equals length times width times height. I use these little cursive ones, kind of cursive. Okay, all right, so let's see, I've got a length of 7, a width of 2. So 7 times 2, oops, that's going to be a 2, times H. Okay, and then we know that volume is 98. Okay, well, 7 times 2, that's 14. So 98 equals 14H. And then this is the same exact thing we did in the previous problem. We're just going to multiply both sides by 14. 98 divided by 14, and it gives us a nice easy number to work with. We get 7. And you certainly can look through the hints if you like, if that helps. Check it, we're good. Clear my screen. All right, just a little review. Okay, suppose you use geometry software to draw a quadrilateral of 2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 right angles. What's the quadrilateral that you drew? So you got 2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 right angles. Okay, so parallel sides mean they never touch, and 4 right angles. So that at this point, it gives you 2 possible answers. But the little answer that you're going to see here is going to be a rectangle. Okay, a rectangle has 4 right angles, also has 2 parallel sets of parallel sides. You can see that this box actually is made out of a rectangle. Okay, you draw yourself a picture. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay, question number 12. Okay, now let's find the surface area. All right, so remember the formula for the surface area, okay, was 2 times the area of the base, okay, plus the perimeter of the base multiplied by the height, okay? So let's see, we've got a triangular base, so we need to find the area of that base. Then we need to find the perimeter, multiply it by times 2. We find the perimeter of that base, and then multiply it times my height. So let's see, we got a triangle, so we know it's 1/2 base times height. We've done that several times in this review. So 3 times 4. Oops, 3 times 4. No, 3 times 4. And then half of that would be 6. And then I have, of course, I have to multiply it times 2, which gives me 12. Okay, so 2b is 12. Now, what is the perimeter of this? 3 plus 4, that's 7. And 7 plus 5, that's 12. So this is 12. And then what is the height or the thickness of my prism? That's 11. So I need to go 12 times 11 and then add 12 to it. 12 times 11 plus 12. 144. All right. All right. And of course, you can use the formula here, use the hint button as well. This formula right here will help you so much. So check it. Good. All right, last one. All right, find the surface area. Again, same thing. 2 times the area of the base plus perimeter multiplied times the height. Okay, so they give us the perimeter, right? I'm sorry, they give us the area of the base, 139.4. All right, then multiply that times 2. Now, what's my perimeter? Well, each side is 9, and it's a pentagon. So 9 times 5, right? Okay, so 9 times 5. 9 times 5, 45, right? And then I need to multiply that times the height. The height is 12. So I've got a couple things to multiply here. Okay, 45 times 12, 540. 2 times 139.4, 278.8 plus 540, and that gives me my answer of 818.8. Okay. All right, of course, you go through the hints. All right, hopefully this was helpful. You should be able to move on to the next one, which would be Module 11, 4 review. Thanks for watching.